or Knights of Columbuses, that kind of thing, to talk to the community and to interact. So it's really a really family fun cultural event that I feel is an all-inclusive event. People have asked me, what kind of music are you going to have? I said, I'm going to have all kinds of music. Oh, is it not going to be a Tejano event? No, it's not going to be a Tejano event. It's going to be a Tejano event. It's going to be a country event. It's going to be rhythm and blues. It's going to be a little bit of everything, because that's our community. Our community is all-inclusive. And the event that I want to put on here is all-inclusive. What's the fee? It's free for kids. It's $5, okay, for anybody else, pre-sale. We will have pre-sale tickets. I have everything. This is kind of turnkey right now. I have ticket designs, I have flyer designs, I have poster designs. My job as the event and marketing guy is to put together this whole project to where I don't have to stress everybody else out about, oh my God, how do I put this together? I've been doing this for 24 years, so I'm putting it together to where all I need to go is, all right, I need my 40 volunteers. And pulling people from different interest groups within the community to try to help us out with that. We would have beer booths, we'd have the soda booths, the snow cones, that whole country style 4th of July Independence Day weekend, which would culminate with our fireworks display that would happen out here in our roping arena. I've produced 17 fireworks displays in my lifetime, and the company that we'd be using, I've looked at a couple because I always want to make sure, test the market. The company would be using what's called 4 and 5 inch shells, which is the largest you could have. Same type of shells you'd see in New York City or downtown San Antonio for New Year's Eve. For example, when you're doing a smaller area, like at Riverbend, it's a smaller area because you got the houses and you got that stuff there. They're using 1 and 2 inch cells. So these are just considerably bigger booms, 488 to be exact. And it would be choreographed to music, the patriotic music going on the speakers. And so there's a lot of moving parts to this. And as an event planner, you just learn to control the moving parts. We are a 501c4 organization, and 501c3s and 4s have the opportunity to do 2 raffles each year. I don't think we've ever done one. I've put together a raffle that we could do to generate more funds. Be it $5 a ticket, 10 for $3. You get 1,000 tickets available. I've already begun to work with organizations like some major Riverwalk hotels in San Antonio that are willing to give us hotel stays for the weekend as prizes. Major restaurants are willing to give us the $100 gift cards. Build packages to where it's a very nice, lucrative prize that you would win. We've been brainstorming. We're both kind of bouncing things off the walls here and just what else can we do to make this event bigger, better. We've talked to some people in the community. It really isn't it was announced briefly at the council meeting last week that we were looking to do something like this, that is a possibility, and we've run it off some people's brains here within the community, and everybody seems to be very proactive on it. People saying, man, you're going to have more people than you think, which to me would be a great idea, which would be great. This is a fundraiser. It's a fundraiser for the 4A Corporation. It is not to break even, it is not to lose money. What am I doing to try to assure those kind of things and protect ourselves? The fireworks display. I've worked with those people in the past, and so they're like, basically, I give them deposits, we do all that stuff. If it were to rain, let's say it was rain, we don't lose it, they're going to give us credit. And I could go as the 4A, could throw a New Year's Eve party and have fireworks. We could choose a different time of the year to do it. The bands are the ones that you actually have to do a contract with. You usually do not get a rain out day with bands, but that's my experience. I have experience in doing a major festival where it rained and we had to do contingencies, and so as planning those type of events, I have to have my contingency part of my plan. And if it were to rain, my tickets say rain or shine. We would adjust some things inside. My band's inside our facility, and then we still make things work to where we're not going to be losing monies that has been already allocated. I look at it as a great opportunity to do some fundraising, but at the same time not charging a lot of money. $5. You know,
Kids are free.
Kids are free, 12 and under, $5. Yes, we will print 2,500 pre-sale tickets. My goal is to sell over that, okay? But if you decide to wait and come at the gate, it would be a $10 charge, okay? But we will this will be promoted via TV, radio, and grassroots marketing, which is flyers and posters. We will have flyers and posters in every town, big and small. We will be setting up, I've already done some brief talking to people at some ticket locations, one in Lavernia, one in Poe, you know, the different towns, so they have their 50 tickets. Hey, Tony, we need more. Great, let me bring them by, because this is a community event. It's hosted in Floresville, the county seat, but I am looking to, because I've called out all the other areas. Are you doing anything for Independence Day? No. Are you? No. Well, we are, and we want to make sure that you're involved. So I'm going to be soliciting businesses to be involved, sponsors, but not just from Floresville. You know, I'm going to be hitting up Poth and hitting up these other towns to say, you know, do you want to be involved? Because I think that's important, because everybody is integrated. We all travel through the small towns. We all go back and forth. I've reached out to some of the larger businesses, corporates, that are already interested. They've asked me to send them the proposals, and I've gotten those out. They're kind of excited about the idea of our area, our corridor, doing our own thing. We've put it all together. We have the applications. We have applications for every type of vendor already done. We have sponsorship packets done. We have the sponsorship levels done, what they're going to get, how it's going to be done, how things will be laid out. To me, it's important to try to do as much turnkey as possible. So when I call on our board and say, guys, I don't need you to help me plan it. We need to pick some times to help work it. You know, but my goal is, I like to under-promise, over-deliver in everything I do. But my goal is to prove to everyone, and not myself, because I already know that this is going to work out, but prove that we could pull off a very nice family-oriented event that's multicultural, inside and outside of our facility, which this facility is here for, and raise money. If I could prove that, and when I prove that, I think we'll have the support of everybody to do another one. And you know what? I'm a goal setter. If we make this money, my goal's not here to just keep watching us pay tax monies and borrow tax monies. And believe me, when I talk to our finance person in our office over there, she reminds me every day that there's money there.
Yeah. So Tony's out soliciting, and we've knocked on a couple of doors, but because this is actually technically hosted in your home, your house, we need to get permission from the 4A to move forward. One of the things that we talked about, I know you have in your budget, is some money for entertainment and city events. That's hotel motel tax money. It specifically says in the statute that you cannot use hotel motel tax money for fireworks. It's kind of, you can use this, you can do it. It specifically says you cannot use it for fireworks. And so because we cannot use it for fireworks, how much is fireworks?
It's going to be $8,000.
We need to go knocking on the ATV doors of the world, the other people do it. So we need to do, and the time is.
What's wrong with the FEDC who used to do our fireworks out here?
I have not.
Why don't we go to Tommy Baker?
I haven't asked Tommy Baker.
Let me just put it this way.
10 to 15.
I am waiting for somebody to officially turn that light switch on, and there will not be one rock that hasn't been turned over to help with this event.
It's just that we can't go ask for the money when it hasn't been
Okay.
blessed.
Besides that, I'd like
So
to
I
know
didn't want-
what groups in the city are you getting involved in? Chamber of Commerce, the various clubs, the Knights, the Lions,
We are going to,
the Moms Club.
well,
You have to say yes first.
yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Before we say yes, I want to know what the heck's going on.
If you say yes.
Don't.
If you say yes.
I'm not saying
You
yes
see-
until I find out
If,
what's going on here.
I'm getting down on my knee to ask you.
Yeah, I know, but
When you say I do, we will utilize some of the things that we have. I'm going to be working with our friends at the Wilson County News. I'm going to be doing a call out for volunteers and a call out for support. who wants to be involved, so they could come
We met with-
actively. I'm
We met
not,
with the chamber today.
you know,
We met with the
we
chamber
are going to be
today.
hitting up, anybody who wants to be involved is going to come, need to come in.
And you have to know that there's plenty of clubs and groups in this town that want to be vendors, they want to be part of it, they want to do this, they want to
Absolutely.
do that. Just a couple other things that came to my little mind here, that we don't do in this town anymore. We don't do barbecue cook-offs.
Right.
That is on our agenda.
The last one was what, a couple of years ago?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, and the chamber used to put those on, but of course, we destroyed our Chamber of Commerce in this town. Hopefully, your guys are bringing it back.
Was the tornado destroyed there?
No, the city council destroyed it, but that's another story.
Okay, just while you say that, and what's kind of news is on there, the city of Floresville last fiscal year gave them support of $42,000 to underwrite their budget. 42.
Are they restricted how they spend the 42?
They are supposed to do marketing and hiring a part-time person, paying for the rent and maintenance on the
So-
building. It was
So
their budget.
you told them what they could spend it on, what they couldn't spend it on.
Rent, yes.
Absolutely.
We went for a present, $42,000 with a yearly count.
They gave out to who?
The Chamber of Commerce,
$42,000.
$42,000.
Yeah, they begged for it for 4 years before Henrietta got here. Thank God you're here.
$42,000.
Yeah, but it depended
But
on
they're
how
on
they
your
were
own-
using it though, too.
What?
It depended on how they were using it, too.
So we came up with a program that they agreed, the council voted on it, for everybody to move forward for the chamber. So we're working with the chamber, with EDC, since you get your blessing, we're gonna go back and ask them, I don't know how much EDC would
Well, they
input.
used to provide 10 to 15,000, right, Paul?
The last fireworks were 15,000.
Yes.
But that was not in their budget this year. They
I
didn't
don't think it was in
budget
the budget the other years either, to tell you the
for it.
truth.
So we're gonna be asking for that.
I'm looking for this community, for this
What you
event.
need is just our.
Yeah, we're gonna need your,
blessing
we're
to
gonna
go
need your
ahead.
blessing, but
Yeah.
I do not want this
Paying the
event
money?
to only be this little niche of Floresville or this little niche, so I'm gonna hit everybody up because there's gonna be plenty of things that people could get involved in. And I wanna make sure that the pool is very mixed.
All right.
And the
No.
only thing I took to the
So
council
you're gonna be out
was
there
that
like
flyer
Pleasanton
that
and
you
all
have
that
on
area.
top.
Yeah.
That's all I took to council to say, we may be talking about it, there may be discussion up there. I didn't want them to say, well, yeah, y'all gotta come by us. So at the last meeting, I took it to them and said, this is what we're contemplating, we have to have this 4A. Tony wasn't even at the meeting because I didn't wanna give them any details because we wanted them, you all to have the details first.
No.
So, once you all approve them, we're gonna, tell the council to do it, and we're ready to move forward.
Okay.
And even so much that one councilman said that he would be in favor of a budget amendment if we didn't meet the whole criteria so that we can make sure that we have the
Because
funds.
where we're at is I need your blessing. He's been kind enough, he heard about this a month ago, and I asked him if he could just keep it on the down low, because we're gonna do I wanna do a press release. I wanna do it right, because this is gonna be a major event. It's not gonna be,
And then we can show off our new building, show off the activities, and.
You can do a lot of things, and I'm all for it. I really am.
And I
You can
think
do
that
a lot of
Tony,
things.
because he's
but-
done it before, he's not behind the 8 ball on time, but we don't have a whole lot of time.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be here before we know it. And I think it's really unique that we're gonna have it on that Sunday, so that people have a history or a tradition of going to San Antonio for the, they don't have to choose us or going to San Antonio on the 4th. They still can do their thing on that 4th, on that Monday, and go if it's a family tradition, but we get to have that. And I think Texas is definitely, I'm learning, is God and country and family, and to not have fireworks, it's like, oh my God, it hurts.